look in the kitchen.
I'm a little ashamed of it actually, but I'm a David Goggins guy. I love Goggins. Do you know Goggins?
I do know Goggins.
I don't know Goggins.
Goggins is insane. He's you want to you motherfuckers get out there. We get up at 4 a.m. We run 17 miles, and then we might breathe. Stay hard. David Goggins is an insane.
I don't think it's something.
Insane man.
I don't think it's something to be embarrassed by, but I would be embarrassed by if I was being exposed as being a Goggins guy.
I'm a Goggins guy. I think he's funny, but I also find what he's doing to be inspirational. I think he really does want to be inspirational.
I think he is.
It's so funny because from my perspective, the only Goggins that I know is Walton.
Oh yeah,
and I love him. And my favorite thing about him is his Goggin goggles. I adore that man. So I'm picturing him as a workout coach.
They're not dissimilar. I would say a similar kind of intensity.
But I feel like Goggins directs his intensity outward. I just said Goggins.
Yes, you see that, and my brain immediately went back to my man Walton.
I think David Goggins directs it outward.
Okay.
I feel like Walton Goggins takes it in, and
right.
I think people find him attractive because he carries that angst. Whereas David Goggins is like, deal with your angst, chase it down and murder.
Stay hard. Yeah. I mean, I love them both. I love them both a lot. I've been thinking about Walton Goggins because I've been enjoying.
White Lotus.
No, I don't.
Righteous Gemstones.
No, but that's
Fallout?
what I was about to say. Danny McBride.
Okay, yeah.
I don't watch any television shows. Any.
What is that one? It's like they're both vice presidents or something.
Vice principals.
Vice principals.
I don't watch. All of these shows look very interesting to me. What was the first one he did? Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, I don't know. Was
Danny
Walton
McBride.
Goggins in that one?
There's no way.
He might be.
I never saw
I
it.
think he's in Vice Principals.
Yeah, I know because I did see Vice Principals. I know that he is in Vice Principals.
But I'm just Danny McBride's been on a couple of because he's promoting the new season of
Righteous Gemstones.
It's a show so up my alley.
It's so good.
I'll never watch it.
Same, exactly the same.
What?
I'll never watch it.
Right up my alley. Never will watch it.
I'll never watch
it. It's so good.
But that's the thing. They're all so good.
Yeah.
But they're all so good. That's the thing, boys. They're all so good.
They're all so good.
So many beautiful women out there. They're all so good.
Yeah.
But how many can I really have, boys?
Dad, I would prefer it if you picked one, and I would prefer it if you took Mom back.
That's the thing. You want me to choose, but Daddy does not want to choose, Robin. Robin, I do not want to choose. I want it to choose me. Let it come to me.
Starling, what do you think?
Dad, I think you should get out there.
Yeah.
I think you should go crazy.
Starling. I thought you were going to be on my side.
That's my boy, old Mop Top. Look at that blonde mop.
You know, once my hair hit my waistline, I'm like, I'm living free. I'm going crazy. It's the 60s again, baby.
It's like a fourth Hanson. It's like a fourth Hanson boy. Beautiful. Bop.
We learned about the 60s and the hippie movement, and yeah, I think Dad should sow his wild oats.
Robin, I chose your mother once, and she listen, she made it very hard to keep choosing her. And so I decided,
Dad.
Hey, you're 11 years old now. You're a man.
No, I know, but I love my mom.
11,
Don't talk about how she made it hard to love her.
You boys, I didn't have time to put chocolate chips in the batter, so I just sprinkled chocolate chips on top of the waffles.
I want to see him.
It's breakfast time, my boys.
Yeah, and you're a great cook, Dad. That's
and in home ec, we learned that the visual is part of the flavor. So seeing more chocolate makes it taste more chocolatey.
Starling, I need you for once in our goddamn lives to be on my side.
This boy is like he's like out of the land of Neverland. He's like
I love you.
Child of the fairies.
I love you.
Beautiful boy.
The love will continue, but I'm going to start, you're 11, I'm 9, 9/11, a little bit of conflict. Maybe these two towers need to diverge.
It's so odd because he's the older brother, 19 years old and a salutatorian, but just youthful as all heck.
Yeah. I do. I know, and I'm 21 now. I loved when we were in elementary school and middle school. We were so similar, but there's something has changed. I went to college, and all of a sudden, you're sowing your wild oats.
Yeah, I still sound like this, but I think something below. There's been a shift.
Oh, okay. There's a love below.
Right. There's a love below.
Listen, this pager was a great idea. Look at this thing blowing up. The ladies of Cincinnati are going crazy for Papa. Daddy is back in. Come on.
You mean people actually responded?
They're paging.
People responded to your ad that you put out in the paper with your pager number?
I just said anybody looking for a daddy.
Read one of them. I don't think it's what you think it is. Read one of the messages you got.
There's no message. This is a pager.
It's a callback number.
It just has the number.
I don't know what a pager is.
Yeah.
I thought it read a little notice.
As I understand it, it's kind of a one way ping, and then you call back.
I don't care. I'm Gen Z.
This is old school. Dad, I just kept it old school. Facebook Marketplace, a picture of me and my 2 boys, and it just says who's looking for a daddy and the phone number.
Dad, I really think you should take Mom back. She is a doctor. She runs the ER unit at the hospital, and she just got that centerfold spread in Sports Illustrated. She is the best.
Right. Robin, can I pull you aside real quick?
Yeah, of course, darling.
You're making great points.
God, this
keep in mind,
great.
Maybe Dad isn't the best catch as well. Mom should also, maybe, you know what I mean? Kind of a win-win. She, like you said, to your point.
Boys, I forgot to put nutmeg in the batter. I'm gonna sprinkle.
Actually, the nutmeg can stay. I think we go just pure chocolate this time.
Okay, Starling's got it.
You go heavy with the nutmeg last time.
What is in the garage?
What? Oh God, you're right. Dad is not a catch.
The centerfold ad. She's gonna get some serious.
That's true. She was just for that. She was just. Please don't talk about her mom like that.
She's getting that mean. No, she's earned it.
I know she does. I know she has. But I would. Okay. But
what do you boys say we pull out the hot rod this weekend? Let's pull out that hot rod.
The DVD of Hot Rod.
And there is a DVD player in the hot rod. We can play that in the back seat.
Oh God. Yeah, Dad's really. You're right. You're right. Mom does deserve much better.
I'm with you on this. I would like to not maybe drive while we watch the movie, just for safety. We can watch the movie in the DVD player, pulled over.
And here's the thing,
pulled
boys,
over on the shoulder.
I'm open to women of all ages.
Oh God, Dad.
Maybe
I'm going to say maybe not all ages, Pop.
That's it. And then we end by calling Scene. I forgot to say that earlier. And anybody can call Scene at any time.
Amazing. I don't think we've introed the podcast yet.
Oh, this is no suggestion. We're 8 minutes in. This is no suggestion. I'm Ralph Giampier, your host. Co-host Christopher Morucci is here.
Hello.
And we got Simon Bloch.
Yes, indeed.
There he is.
Ow!
The host.
First and last.
Tell me the name of this beautiful show that you host still at the Gutter.
Yes, indeed. It is called The Nighttime Routine.
Love this show.
A live late night style talk show with a killer house jazz band, Melatonin.
Ooh.
Nice. Shout out to Melatonin.
And I host the show. We have guests every month. Always a distinguished guest in addition to some of our more comedic guests. We have a real figure from the neighborhood. We had a public school teacher, a local mail carrier.
Wait, I love that.
Manager of a hardware store. It's a great time.
I don't remember who the guest was when I saw it, the first time I saw it. But my good friend Mandela Eskia, who's one of the best rappers in New York.
Killer, absolute Mandela Eskia, killer barsmith. And
and also host of So Imagine on Instagram Reels. So Imagine.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Kind of like Batman Reels on
old
IG
cartoons.
as well.
He does like does like hood explanations of old cartoons.
Yes.
The best. But when I came to see him perform and I saw the show and I was just like, I'm in love with this show. It's so well curated, wonderful comedians. I love the band and I just love your attitude and the way that you host it. It's like, it's edgy and it's sharp, but it's like very, inviting and warm and you know what I mean? And like, it just feels more like you're there to just let everybody have a good time. And I think that's hard to do. I think to curate a great vibe for a show and then host a show well are both very hard things to do. And I the first time I saw it, I was like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this show.
I really appreciate that. I mean, I will say, you came on and absolutely crushed. We some months we'll have a musical guest and you he rapped over the live band and performed some of your music, and it was so sick.
Yeah, that was cool. I really didn't like my set, but I was very glad to do
Unfortunately, his taste in himself is maybe faltering in this moment. He absolutely cooked.
I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I was honored to be asked to do the show. It was really, really cool show. And you guys, is it monthly?
It's monthly. We basically like take one show off every quarter.
Okay. Very nice.
And you don't usually hear a lot of comics talking about quarters.
Yeah.
For tax purposes.
You're in there for a long. So how many have you done so far?
We've done 13 now.
That's
incredible.
So
nice.
like around a year and a half or so.
That's very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to know where you come from. Where are you coming from?
Well, tonight I'm coming from my apartment. I guess
what
I don't
hood
wanna,
are you in?
I don't want to.
What's your home address?
Dox yourself.
Do you use a fob or is it a code that you put in?
What borough are you living in?
Recently, now a code. It used to be.
Oh.
I live in a 6th floor walk up, and we used to not have a buzzer, and so I'm on the top floor, and I used to have to go down or drop my key off the roof to let people in.
Oh wow!
But now we have a code, and the code is. It's one of the election years of one of our nation's presidents. I'll say that.
Okay, all right.
Narrowing it down.
I really
it's divisible by 4. It's divisible by 4.
It's divisible by 4.
What borough are you living in?
I live in Brooklyn.
Beautiful.
But I did grow up in the East Village of Manhattan.
So you're a New York boy.
Yes, indeed.
I love when this happens. Yeah, I'm also a born and raised New York boy.
That's right.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. That's I'm trying to think about who the only other person I can think of who was a New York boy who was on it. Well, Patrick McCartney is a New York boy. And God, I'm forgetting his name right now. He goes by MBZ online. He has a funky name.
MBZ.
Zevon.
Zevon.
Oh,
okay. This is a new
Zevon. I don't remember his last name, but one of the episodes of the podcast.
So in case you're trying to find someone who's from New York,
who still currently lives in New York,
which actually is a smaller. It's true.
But that's wonderful.
It's a smaller population.
I think that's a special. Yeah, that's a special kind of person who's like in New York, but then made their way back into the arts in New York and is in New York. Have you always been here? Yeah,
other than 4 years for college, I came back.
Okay,
there is a subset of us that can make it here and can't make it anywhere.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I never leave New York. People are trying to get here. I never leave. I never go anywhere else. I can't make it. I can't make it anywhere else.
Yeah,
I that's a thing that I've been trying to do with my performance career for the last 20 years is tour something a little bit. Either improv or music, and I never do it. I'm just here all the time.
I've done some festivals, and I like some of the scenes in other cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I used to, and I think I do still have, LA is attractive to me, but like, I bike everywhere. I do not want to.
Yeah.
The
lifestyle shift is so different.
It's so true. And at this point, I'm kind of like when I was a kid, I used to really dream of going to outer space.
Wow.
Okay.
Now I'm like, I do not want to fucking leave this place. I'm like, I am posted up on this green ball. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about New York, where I'm like, this is my home ultimately.
I think I'll be here my whole life. I would live in Minneapolis for a year.
Minneapolis is nice.
Is it? I've never been.
I've been.
I just love Prince.
Prince is so sick.
Yeah.
Shout out my dear friend, also a great musical artist.
Prince?
Nether Helmet. Yeah, shout Prince. Good friend of mine.
Shout out Prince.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple Rain was my idea. I was like, what if it was like a different color than it normally is?
Clutch.
My God.
Clutch. Look what you did. Yeah, but who's your buddy?
His name is Nether Helmet. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his.
Just like I forgot Zevon's
No,
name.
I'm forgetting his artist name. But Nader Helmet. He has an album, Purple Sun, out. It's really good. He's a great. He's a poet and a rapper and like a great artist. Good friend from college.
All right, yeah, Purple
Incredible.
Sun.
And he's from Minneapolis.
Okay. Is purple the color of Minneapolis? Is that
seems
something?
like it almost is because of Prince.
Because didn't you just say his album also had purple in it?
Well, it's a very Prince-inspired album.
Okay. And Prince is are you a Prince guy? You a big Prince guy?
I love Prince.
Yeah. I love Prince.
Yeah, Prince is...
You can't be as outwardly sexual as I am and not be a Prince guy.
I want to be your lover is probably my most played song of the past 3 years. Like,
wow.
I keep running it. Yeah. I can't
that's
get away.
a great song. Damn. I mean, Prince is like my favorite artist of any genre, of any medium.
Awesome.
Of all time. Like Prince is... My Name is Precious Gorgeous because I couldn't call myself Prince. That's why it's Precious Queen.
As you should. You should.
I love Prince a lot. Yeah.
Short King as well. Gotta give some recognition.
There's something so fun about like a short ball of sexual energy. Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I never saw Prince perform live, but I have seen Bruno Mars perform. Also, Short King, who is so horny, and it's so fun to see like a really small horny person performing music to the to an incredible degree.
Kevin, I don't know what to tell you, but Aaron is just so horny. I don't know what it's like. The dorm has been in a frenzy. I know he's not one of our roommates. It's just two of us, but I'm just telling you, watch out because Aaron is horny and everyone can feel it.
If Aaron knocks on the door one more time,
hey, we go to the dining hall. It's almost dinner time. I gotta see them chickens.
If we don't talk, if we don't move, he might.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I hear his chicken. I don't want to see those birds squawking.
I feel like these are all just euphemisms for something deeper and more sexual.
Well, absolutely. Because otherwise, he knows that we don't have live chickens in the food court.
I got class.
Hey, fellas. Hey,
what's up, Aaron?
Hey.
Couldn't help but notice it's 7:01.
Yeah.
The hot plates come out at 7:00. We're a little bit late for dinner.
Oh, thank you so much for the reminder. I was just gonna study a little bit more.
I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna hit the hay. And you permed your hair again. You did a perm on top of your perm.
Well, you know who's working the grill is Senior Sheila.
Yep.
You know how there's the younger Sheila who cooks burgers on Tuesdays, but she's more our age, whereas Senior Sheila.
Yeah, we call her Sheila.
Senior Sheila's got a little crust around the edges.
Miss Burgess.
Don't say her last name to me. I'm gonna go crazy.
I don't like how you punctuate the end of sentences by going up on your tippy toes like this.
You can't see.
No, we can see.
The door is open.
You can't see me rocking back and forth like a horny little teeter totter.
Okay, so you admit it. You do admit it. You do admit that you are horny.
I have no shame in admitting I am about to go crazy on them chicka ching chings.
It's like a shirt that says horny. It's spelled with 4 E's.
But check it and look. The more E's go around.
It goes around.
I've never seen so many E's in an armpit.
This is the only shirt on Custom Ink that they've ever printed where they put E's around the side. Usually it's only a front design and a back design, but I'm like, I need E's all the way around because I'm horny.
Yeah, no. I made the shirts for my fraternity this year, and it costs more to even get it on the chest pocket. So I can't imagine how much it would cost to get it to rotate. How much did you invest in that shirt?
A good amount, but here's what we need to talk about. You're the one in the fraternity. How come I'm the horny one?
Well, it's more of like a social fraternity.
Yes.
Like
to make connections.
I think you've been studying a little too hard. This anthropology, it is the most valued industry in this country. Anthropology is not going anywhere, nor is sociology.
I love the social sciences.
Grab.
I love
the social sciences.
Aaron, I don't mean to comment about this. I don't want to shame you, but you're chewing a lot of tobacco all at once. It's a lot. You're holding a lot of it.
Well, I don't want to get tired when I'm seeing.
Not in my Arizona iced tea. Don't spit in my Arizona iced tea. Oh.
When I'm seeing Sheila the Senior tonight, I want to be
smile after you spit like that.
I want to be bursting at the seams with sexual fervor and energy.
Well,
I like women of all ages.
It's delight. Listen, it's not that you're not annoying us, and it's not that it's not delightful and infectious.
No, you are a good dude. You are a good dude.
Thank you.
You're not creepy or harassing, which I don't know how you're pulling that off.
Yeah, no, you volunteer at the cat shelter 3 nights a week,
and I volunteer at the dog shelter the other 4.
But it's just look at you. There's moisture around your feet.
Yeah, you know how someone gets clammy hands? I get clammy everything.
How are you so excited, Aaron? You're 20. You're 19? You're a 19-year-old man.
I'm about to be 20.
You're about to be 20. How are you?
Oh, happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
It's at midnight.
Oh my God, it's tonight?
It's tonight.
Wait, it's tomorrow, but yeah, tonight.
Well, okay, but we don't need to.
I guess I don't want to make it. I feel like you guys are giving me so much attention and so much love.
You did knock on our door and demand that we join you for dinner.
I mean, beyond my own sexual appetite, it is also just regular dinner time.
That's so true. You know what? For your birthday, I think we should go get some plates of some chicky ching.
Go get some chicky.
Yeah, we don't have to repeat it.
Yeah.
Listen, Aaron, you're a good friend. You're a good guy.
You're really willing to be seen in public on campus with me just this once?
We're not embarrassed to. It's just tiring. Your horniness.
But you said you were about to go to bed. That I may be horny, but I'm not dumb. That's pretty avoidant behavior.
Okay, it is. You're calling it out.
Your psychology degree is going so well, bud. Like,
thank you.
You are so emotionally intelligent.
I'm almost a freshman. I was a little bit behind because of all the sex I was working towards, slowly building up.
Aaron, how many women have you slept with?
We're coming up on 3 tonight. I'm hoping.
All right.
That's so nice.
If Sheila the senior puts out a second time. Can we count doubles?
You're sleeping with seniors. We're freshmen. I don't know.
Technically, it's only 2 unique women.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm hoping for another session.
It's old
Sheila.
Aaron, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
This is an apple pie.
Thank you.
Don't look at it that way.
I think dessert came a little early this Christmas.
Whipped cream. See, I'll say it again.
I really love that character. I love Aaron.
I think I lost the voice halfway through.
It was perfect.
Beautiful.
It was joyous.
It was very joyous. That's wonderful. My first girl, I don't know if I can give it, it was 2 weeks. My first girlfriend in college was named Sheila. And
hey, congratulations.
Yeah, that's very first so girlfriend. Incredible.
Yeah, she was great. I had my first kiss at 22, I think. 21 or 22. It was my first kiss.
Nice. In college?
Yes.
Nice.
I feel like that's a little lame. I'm not ashamed of it.
It's not. I mean, I didn't have my first kiss until I think I was 18.
18 is not bad. How old are you? First kiss?
I would say I was 15. I know it.
Okay, cool.
I think I could probably point it to the day because it was a cast sleepover for a play I was in.
Okay. You were a theater kid.
And you have like a repeat reminder on your calendar every year for that day?
It's the special day. Kissing night.
Yeah,
I try to kiss the same person every year. No, that's not true.
Okay, sorry, but with the play.
The play was okay. So the play was The Winter's Tale by Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I was the young shepherd, and she was the queen of Sicilia.
Aww.
Okay.
The late queen.
This is
within is alive at the end.
This is a kind of a heavy play, I feel like, for a high school.
It's a weird play. No, it was good. We had an amazing. Honestly, I'm so grateful. We had an amazing theater department, almost entirely because of this woman who was our director, Meg Sturiano.
Meg Sturiano. What school was this?
This is Hunter College High School on the Upper East Side.
Okay,
lovely.
Beautiful. I wonder if that's common. There's a big tradition in New York of like high schools attached to colleges. Is that normal?
I have never heard of this before.
Brooklyn,
so I was gonna.
There's Bard. There's
Hunter. I think there's quite a few. There's I think at least one in the Bronx, if not more. There's one at Brooklyn College. There's a bunch.
Oh, I was gonna ask what that meant. So it's
a high school attached to a college. So it's like,
okay.
Not physically. Yeah, the Hunter College is on 68th Street. The high school, the high school, and I actually went to elementary school there. I guess it's okay that I'm doxing myself. This is all online. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're all doxed perpetually. My elementary school was the ground floor, and then the high school was floors 2, 3, and 4.
Whoa!
So I did go to school in the same building from ages like 4 to like 18.
Holy!
I can't imagine
which was
That's
crazy.
wild.
But there's a separation when you go up into high school. You feel like you're a new.
So did you always live in the same area? If you like lived in the same house most of your life?
I grew up in the East Village, and I lived there all through my childhood, and then when I went to college, my folks moved to the West Side.
Wait, remind me.
Is that what you were asking?
Yeah. Remind me where you went to college again?
I went to Swarthmore College.
Swarthmore.
Near Philadelphia. It's like a small liberal arts school.
But still Northeast?
Definitely still Northeast.
Yeah.
For sure. It being in Pennsylvania.
Yes. What was I going to ask? What is that? Because I don't have that experience. When I was 11, my family moved away to Florida, and I didn't come back till after college. So I've only been in New York a little more than half my life now. But all those teen years, I came back for summers, but I didn't. What do you think? How would you characterize that upbringing? And that's like, I don't know if we're the same age. I'm probably older than you, but that was probably the late 90s.
Yeah,
early 2000s.
I'm 30.
Oh yeah, I'm 10 years older than you.
Okay. I
was going to high school back when Jesus was around.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
But and that was his woodworking days. That was my favorite Jesus era.
Yeah.
Once
he was playing acoustic back then. He was playing acoustic.
Yeah, exactly.
What's my favorite Jesus era? I think I liked him as a little baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's
you like the young.
That's such a what?
He was still with Motown.
Is that a cop out?
It's a it's kind of a normie take on it.
Okay, well,
baby Jesus.
Sorry. Sometimes the general public gets it. I'm a man of the people.
He was a beautiful baby.
Beautiful baby. Beautiful, hefty baby. But
it's like a lot of people love Timothy Chalamet's like youthful stuff. I liked when Timothy Chalamet turned 40 and did like 10 years of just psycho horror films.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Listen, a complete unknown. I wanted
the
to hate
scariest movie.
Did you like it?
I've not seen it.
I wanted to hate on it so bad. Did you see it?
I have not seen it either.
I see the look in your eyes. I wanted to hate on it.
I want to hate on it too.
I wanted to hate on it. I came in with a basket of popcorn loaded with hate. I was ready to hate, and I couldn't.
It's really interesting to me that you refuse to watch any TV shows that you think will be good, but you did take the time to go see a movie that you wanted to hate.
Ready to hate.
That's a really good point. That is a really good.
Because you just talked about a TV show that you know is made for you, and you refuse to watch.
I'll never watch.
I'm more consistent. I think it's hard for me to like Community. I'm now finally watching it, and I'm like, it is great.
Yeah.
But I do kind of need someone to force me to watch something that they trust that I will love,
Okay, yeah.
I can't see. There's a whole other reason for that. I don't know how much Dan Harmon I can do. Dan Harmon, I need I've seen Rick and Morty, but I watch it like this.
There is the post Dan Harmon era of Community as well.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, it just I like.
How is it? Does it keep up?
Yeah. It keeps this. Okay, I don't know how far into Community you are.
Just a couple seasons, not that.
Okay, because the season 1 doesn't do it at all, but like later on they start to do like the break from the traditional sitcom and more into like the episodic. Like this is a genre piece.
Oh, it mutates. I've
seen some of that.
Okay, yeah.
It's really fun,
and that's the tone that it keeps even once he leaves as showrunner.
Okay,
which is the era where it I do think that's when it really finds itself, and it's not just centered around like this straight white sort of mean dude.
Okay. So you say the post Dan Harmon era you think is the stronger era?
Well, I think it stays level because like a lot of the writers, it had to do with like the things that were happening around him at that time.
Okay, yeah, I think he was canceled or something.
Yes,
I don't know a lot about it. I just know I'm only really speaking from Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, what I've watched of it, it's brilliant. I can only spoon feed myself small doses. I can't take a lot.
That's fair. My take on Rick and Morty is the same as with what we started with David Goggins.
Okay.
Where it's like, I think the fan base hurts the reputation of this thing.
Oh.
I think it's actually pretty unimpeachable.
Yes.
Not everyone needs to be pushed so hard by David Goggins. I think Rick and Morty is great. It's like subtle political commentary is pretty consistently like anti-imperialist. Rick and Morty's pretty dope, I will say.
Yeah.
Obviously. What's his face?
Harmon.
No, the other guy.
Goggins?
Yes.
Bad shit.
The other creator, like
who
somebody else
who allegedly was physically abusive to people he was seeing.
Yeah.
But the show itself, the characters, I do think is good.
Yes. I don't know anything about this. I know because I don't watch TV. I really don't. I know nominally what's going on, but it is like. It's just making me think of my favorite living actor is Nicolas Cage.
Oh shit!
And
Oh, you mean Coppola? No. Okay.
I swear the reaction.
Nepo man.
Yeah.
Nepo, the Nepo baby. I feel like when I said that, I could swear I saw it in letters float across your face. Dank. Just the word dank. Your reaction to that.
No, I like Nicolas Cage, but favorite is so fun. I mean, it's good. It's good that it's a nice two.
Favorite living. He's not my number one. He's number
favorite
2.
Living.
Okay,
actor.
wait. Then who's your favorite dead actor?
Robin, which was your name in the first scene. Robin Williams.
Oh, okay.
He's number 1.
Hard to argue with Robin Williams.
Can't argue with him.
My favorite dead historically has been Jimmy Stewart. I'm like an old.
I'm
like an old
dude,
Hollywood. Like I like some.
I respect it.
I love Jimmy Stewart, and I love those Frank Capra.
Miss Saunders. I can't really do it.
Just get off the ground. That's all I ask.
Oh my god. Oh my! Do you love some Jimmy Stewart? Do you know Jimmy Stewart?
Yes, but I won't do an impression of him because I'm not good at it.
I haven't done that one in like 12 years. So yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm Jimmy Stewart.
Have you ever seen Winchester 73 or 74?
I don't know.
Ooh,
I haven't seen any Winchester.
This movie, it's a Western. Jimmy Stewart plays the new sheriff of a town that is overrun with outlaws, and he refuses to use a gun.
That's so sick.
Oh my god, dude. This movie is so fucking sick, dude.
I love that.
Oh shit.
Does he like keep it at his waist and just kind of tickle it?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even have one.
No gun.
Sick.
It's not that he won't. It's not that he has one.
Because that'd be cool if he he doesn't keep it loaded, but he just like what is that? What is it? The Fault in Our Stars, where the guy like keeps like a cigarette between his lips, but he never takes a drag. Just so
yeah.
Which people think is like a douchey line. I think it's kind of cool.
I don't know what this is.
I do like
so deep in
honestly like
here.
giving like credit where it's due to things that are like had a little bit. They became so popular in pop culture that like it pulled them down in like everybody's view of them.
Yes.
But there is like that grain of like this is still like good art.
Yes.
Well, it's like in general, it's like, and this, not to force this analogy, but it's like with like ironic detachment versus like committed, authentic, embodied theater or improv.
Yeah.
It's like we take for granted old like proverbs, but like today I literally found myself saying like, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And it's like sometimes like a proper little old school proverb really hits, and it's good advice.
Absolutely. And I also do love thinking of somebody being like, that is the most overrated thing. Like, God damn it, Grandpa.
Hey, look at this guy. He thinks it's a 1 to 2 conversion rate.
I love a little ironic detachment. I love me some earnestness. I love some good nasty earnestness. I love it.
It is nasty.
The
cringe of it is kind of
I like it all. I think there's room for all of it. I like to see it go back and forth. My favorite thing is when you see somebody who you thought was kind of like too cool for school have some earnestness or find some of that.
Oh, absolutely.
I think this is a wild thing to say, but I feel like this is some comedy nerd talk. I think that's the appeal of Bill Burr. That
yes,
we think that he's going to be too cool for everything or but then he shows you his beating heart and how soft he is underneath, and I think that's the appeal.
And he almost does it with like every joke.
Also great jokes. Yes.
Almost every joke he makes you think it's going to be some coarse, close-minded take, and he even if he's doubling down on something that's even more savage than you'd think, it's just a little bit smarter than you'd think it is, or there's like a warmth behind it that you wouldn't expect him to have.
I want to say that as he's getting older, I wasn't a fan at first. As he's getting older, I think the same thing is happening, not in the same way, but the same thing is happening with Jeselnik. I couldn't get into Anthony Jeselnik when I was younger, but I think as he's getting older, he's starting to betray a softness, whether he wants to or not.
I agree. So
nerdy. This is so nerdy.
We can do that.
Yeah.
I think his last special, he kind of did it felt, and I have a lot of respect for Jeselnik.
Which one is that?
The most recent.
I only saw Baby and the Baby one.
Baby J.
No, Baby J.
You just talking about John Mulaney?
No, that's Mulaney.
Yeah. I don't know the name. I don't know the name. Oh, Baby on Fire.
Baby on Fire.
Baby getting run over by a train.
Yeah. That was probably the one before last. Because I think
his latest one to me feels like another great 50 minutes of Anthony Jeselnik style misdirect, harsh, savage rug pulls with one little take about like taking Joe Rogan fans down to size, and I'm like, I wanted him to go a little bit further. I'm like,
you wanted to go further?
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna, because it's like, I don't think he has an obligation to, but I'm like, I'm just personally not interested in like sitting witness to like a 15-year career of just like special after special of really good rug pulls. There's an absolutely valid audience for that, and
absolutely.
But for me, I'm like, if you're gonna talk about Joe Rogan and you're such a smart guy, and Jeselnik, let me just sorry, I know I'm monologuing a little bit.
No, that's right.
Jeselnik has one of the best quotes about cancel culture, which is, if you're a comic and you take a risk and you feel like people are clapping back at you, guess what, pal? You didn't get away with it.
Yep.
Your job as a comic is to get away with it.
Yeah.
Like we've all heard an offensive joke that we don't mind because we trust your humanity. We trust that you're not trying to step on the somebody's freedom. So that's a good. So I know he's a smart, articulate guy with good politics. I'm like, then either do that in your special or I don't know. I wasn't super.
I know it's sort of like what we were talking about before we started recording, in the fact that when the specific audience like us that have really nerdy conversations about this, we're people who have taken in so much of this form,
right?
And so we are so familiar with like the structure. Like I doubt that the average person who says like Anthony Jeselnik is my favorite comedian will say, "Oh, it's 50 minutes of rug pulls." Like I doubt that they like that would be the way they perceive it. But as people like in our world who are also comedians, like viewing it and being like, I want to see them grow as like I've grown with them.
Yes.
And like I would like to see their form like move into like I know that they're able to do this because I've seen them do this thing.
Yes.
Enough that I know that they can do the next version of that thing.
And it's almost a selfish expectation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's like it'd be so like it's so easy for me to write one good goddamn joke, let alone like a solid airtight special every 2 years. Like I really respect what he does.
Oh my God, yeah.
Have you ever had this? I've had this experience. Have you ever looked at an artist that you admired, maybe a legacy artist or somebody who's been around a while, and you hoped they would grow in a certain way, and then they did? Like it didn't seem like it was going to happen. They were going to make the turn or the shift to like maybe stay relevant, and then they do.
Good.
I've seen at least 2 that I can name.
Oh yeah,
maybe 3.
Can you name some just to give an example?
Okay, the first one I'm gonna start with is one that I know is not very popular right now, but I didn't anticipate that, and this is an older reference, but I didn't anticipate really that Seinfeld was gonna find another movement after Seinfeld. Like I was like, after that, you're done. You don't need to do anything else. But Comedians in Cars and Making Coffee might be my favorite television show of all time.
No way.
And the Comedian documentary is like, I think that raised the generation of
it's like the documentary is amazing.
Yeah.
What, like to do the greatest sitcom and then still do more innovation. So that's one.
Yeah.
Neil Brennan, I thought I was like not into him after the way he carried the immediate Chappelle fallout of the Chappelle show. He's not one of my favorite comedians. I think he's grown into like almost as strong a stand-up as Dave. I feel crazy to say it, but he's really strong.
I do love some of his special. Like, even when I was first getting into, I'm just seconding that I really enjoy his stand-up.
And then there's another one. Oh, I always wondered if LL Cool J had another run in him. And he came out with an album last year.
No way. Is it good?
Oh, it's great. It's and
I love that.
I was skeptical when I heard he was doing another record until I heard what the premise or the scheme was.
Yeah.
It's a LL Cool J record produced entirely by Q-Tip.
Ooh.
Okay, that's so funny that you say Q-Tip because when you
love Q-Tip.
Because when you asked about like artists maturing, for some reason my mind went to music more than
same though, because I immediately was able to
Spider-Man meme.
Tap into
right.
like I literally did so point sick. Out at both.
You guys, which one of us? Is it you?
I got the sandwiches. I'm gonna say
I brought the sandwiches. I already brought the sandwiches.
I brought some subs, y'all.
That's also sandwiches. Somebody had to bring drinks, forks, napkins, juice, breath mints, any
if it helps,
vegetables, games, little.
Did you bring any of those?
I have one little 15 slider puzzle, but that one's for me.
No,
I have just sandwiches.
Okay, so I did bring some submarines. I did bring a little hand puzzle, and then I did bring a folding table.
All right.
Anyone?
Okay, maybe the table. I think we should just for a second focus some attention on the table. Can we?
All right.
Okay. Neither of you brought a table.
I didn't bring a table.
Oh, thank God.
You brought a table? Okay, we have a table.
And
I brought this on the bus. It hurt my back so bad. Sorry.
Okay, guys, because this is Mom's wake.
Okay, let's just.
This is Mom's wake.
But
so we
first credit for bringing the table on the bus.
Thank you. Thank you. I did ask an elderly woman to stand up to let me pass, and then I did sit down in her seat.
You got to get the job done.
You got to get the fucking job done. You got to get those sandwiches and the table brought over here.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
I did not rent out a funeral home, so we have Mom's remains, which I'm not even sure how they came. I don't know if
they're here though. Clearly, we can see.
Yeah. Okay. They are currently on the
box that says Mom's remains.
Put them on the table.
Hold on. Before we open, listen, guys. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
This is not a good way to start for me to not be mad.
Don't be mad at me. Riley, Reynolds, don't be mad at me, okay?
Ringo?
I don't know that box isn't filled with sandwiches. It says Mom's remains, but I don't know that box isn't filled with sandwiches.
Let's call it what it is. You are what you eat. She was sandwiches when she was alive.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
I said it all the time.
She didn't raise us for nothing.
She didn't raise us for nothing. She raised us to be sandwiches. She was sandwiches.
And honestly, until we open it, we don't know if it is sandwiches or if it's Mom and sandwich. Like, if we think about it, it's Schrodinger's sandwich.
It's Schrodinger's.
We don't know if we don't have Mom's ashes until we open the box.
I don't know if she was cremated or she's to be buried. I don't know. I don't know what's in that box. What's in the box?
I will not to. Can I be morbid?
Shout out Brad Pitt.
Can I be morbid, bros?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we cremated her, when the heat hits what might be those sandwiches, we will know. Smells like an Italian.
Wait. Okay.
Smells like a turkey. You know what I mean?
You think? Wait. Okay. I'm gonna pause for 1 second.
Right.
You think we're about to burn the box?
Well, we would have to burn the box to cremate it.
Would it have already happened?
We could just burn it.
No. So it's either in the box, the sandwiches, or Mom's current body.
Well, it is a kind of a nice box. It's not quite a casket, but
but it is like a 4x4 box. Yeah. Like she would be shoved in. Oh my God.
That's not it. We didn't treat Mom right, guys. We didn't treat Mom right.
Oh my God. Oh, dear Lord.
I brought the sandwiches to try to do good.
I hope it's just sandwiches in that box and it's not our Mom's crumpled up body.
We tried to do good. Reynolds, Riley, we tried to do good by Mom.
Okay, Ringo. Go. You say what you were gonna say.
I was just exclaiming his name.
I was as well.
I was more just using his name as an interjection.
I don't want you to be down on yourselves that we're bad boys. We're good boys.
We're good boys.
We tried.
She said it to us every morning.
We're good boys.
We're good boys.
We're good boys.
She said she wanted us to eat good.
Is it too early to eat a sandwich?
She said she wanted us to eat fresh.
Let's have a. Let's have a bite. Let's have a bite. Let's have a first half at least.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have a 6-inch.
There's 75 people coming to this wake.
A lot of
meatball.
We got sandwiches.
Anyone want a meatball?
You got meatball?
Yeah, of course I got meatballs.
Okay, this is like a honey glazed turkey and
I went half veg. Chicken. You want a veg one? Just to start?
Oh yeah, I'll do a tray.
That's refreshing. I should start with. Let me get a half of that veg.
I got a veg for you.
That's nice. I'm gonna put this down.
I'm gonna have half of whatever's in this box.
Whoa!
Whoa! My God! I fully forgot that in that box we don't know if it's sandwiches or our Mom's crumpled up body.
I gotta say, when you lifted up the side, I did get a peek.
What? You've taken a big pause, so I truly don't know which way it's going.
At least one of those looks like a really nice cheesesteak.
Okay, that's a good sign.
So that's sandwiches.
A good sign.
These are sandwiches.
The only thing is I don't know where mom's remains are.
Oh.
I got 3 guesses.
Okay.
Places where it might be.
Hit us with them.
Well, that's 3 is a lot. Yeah. Let's go.
One for each of us to go. We can split up. We can go find mom's body for sure if it's at one of these 3.
At the hospital.
Okay.
At the morgue.
Shot not morgue.
Or in Uncle Reno's garage.
Dibs on checking Uncle Reno's garage.
It might be in Uncle Reno's garage.
Why do we think it's in Uncle Reno's garage? Actually, I'm taking back my dibs.
What has Uncle Reno got? What game is
he? It's her brother. I just left her there. I was like, watch her, Uncle Reno. She's dead right now.
Oh, well, okay, then that's where she is.
It's going to be Uncle Rico's garage.
Yeah, I think that's where, if you left her in Uncle Rico's garage, that dude's a lush. He's not getting off the couch today.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I think these are the last subs Quiznos ever made.
And I think Mom would want us to enjoy these.
You know what? Yeah. That's a bridge that Mom's finding Mom's body is a bridge that we'll cross when we get there. Mm-hmm. And right now, we're just having a picnic on the front of this bridge.
We're just more under the bridge.
That's true.
This is where the wake is going to happen.
Right.
I didn't rent a funeral home.
And that's fair.
And that's okay. Because this has all happened pretty fast.
And look, I'm sure she would have said, don't hunt for my body on an empty stomach.
Yes. And we're sure she's dead. She wasn't like sleeping.
She's dead. She's dead.
Yeah, I was on the phone with her.
See?
What do you mean? No, I needed to know what that meant. What does it mean to be on the phone?
I am sure.
Yeah, I was on the phone. Oh my God.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Let me see. Where else do I want to go here? This is so much fun. I'm living the comedy nerd talk. Okay, but I want to pivot out of there. So you're an only child, you said before.
New York lonely boy.
New York lonely boy. Oh man.
Okay, Girls 5 Eva.
Yeah,
exactly.
What were you getting into when you were a kid then as a New York lonely boy? What was your things you were getting into?
Okay, I was not like I think because I was in the city, you grow up a little bit faster, but I was not like some cool coin flipping badass.
Okay, that's a very vivid image.
I was pretty. Yeah. I didn't have 1 foot leaned against the brick wall.
Okay,
spitting recklessly.
I want to go into a scene right now. No, I'm gonna resist.
No, we can't.
I'm gonna resist.
I was pretty well behaved. I danced a lot.
Oh.
I did a dance. I keep doing these like deep cut shout outs. National Dance Institute. Actually, they have their 50th anniversary coming up.
I love that.
Shout out National Dance Institute.
What kind of
right
dance
now?
was it?
Amazing dance program. Well, every year there's.
I was gonna say you got a lot of similarities to Andrew Schultz also. Also, only child New York boy.
Also, I think half Italian, half Jewish, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe he's full Jew.
Some sort of dance background. That's interesting. Anyway.
Yeah, I have some criticisms of him, and then I heard him.
We all do.
I heard him kind of cooking Bill Maher about Palestine recently, and I was like, nicely done, soldier. Nicely done.
Listen, I gotta say, I sometimes I keep it to myself, but I like a difficult egg. I like somebody who's a little bit rough on the edges. Not some. I don't want to. I'm not talking about fucking. What's the fucking dude's name that I can't remember.
With the handsome guy, the handsome little douche.
No. I'm talking. I'm talking
Matt Rife.
I'm talking. No, not Matt Rife.
Kill
I'm
Tony.
talking pure alt-right.
Tony.
No, he's like an older guy. He was on that show that Louis did. He's the older guy.
The older guy.
What's that show?
Who's friends with Bert Kreischer.
He was on Tough Crowd. Not Bert Kreischer. He was on Tough Crowd. But anyway, I'm not that far, but I like somebody who's a little difficult. So you can't quite, I like him and then I don't like him. I like a guy like that.
Yeah.
Or a lady.
I mean, in general, I have the patience to, and I have the patience and positionality to like engage with people whose politics I really disagree with. I think if I was like a different, if like my humanity was being denied,
everybody doesn't have the positionality. That's a very good point. Very well put.
That was the thing that I was going to say. Like I also enjoy someone who is like a good example that people are not perfect. and but there needs to be a humanity there,
right?
That I think often does escape the farther right that we lean. Not to give away my politics, but
for sure.
I do think we lose.
Let them know. Let them know.
Okay, I'm a leftist. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. I'm what people call Antifa. My bad.
I'm an art school boy. I'm a progressive boy, but I like I have an allergy that I haven't been able to maturely deal with, which is I get itchy when everyone I'm with agrees with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like if we all agree and we're all like we're right. I'm a little itchy.
And you're then you're still talking, and it's like,
yeah,
well, maybe let's shut up and then play checkers. Like I think we've solved.
I love checkers.
Yeah. And that's my politics.
So sometimes I'll turn. It's like if we all agree, I'll disagree. You know what I mean? Just so that we all aren't like we got it. Because something about that feels, especially in New York, where we're all artists and we're all packed together and we're all kind of live in the same sector in the same corner. I get a little bit itchy for that because I'm just like, and especially I spent a lot of years in the South. I mean, I'm in Florida, which is all New Yorkers. Yeah. But like where I was. But
that's
like,
so funny to
but
think
a different
about.
slice of New Yorkers.
It's a different slice. So I don't know. I do have a little bit of that. I get a little bit squirrely that way.
It's also so funny to think about because I also forget about this, talking about like New Yorkers, we're all artists, we're all like compacted together. I forget sometimes that there are other things that people do in the city. Like I'll walk and then I'll see a bunch of like finance pros together and I'm like, oh, that's right. Yeah. This is also a major city for that and for tech and all of these things.
And increasingly so.
Yeah, it's crazy. This was years ago now, but I went on a first date with somebody that I met on the apps. And she was doing this game where she wouldn't tell me her job, which looking back on it, that's a red flag. But it was a game where she made me guess, and it was most of the dinner conversation because I was just not guessing. That I was like, "Are you a teacher? Are you a writer?" Like
honestly, like that sounds bad, but also props to her for committing to the bit.
She really committed to the bit, but it was so funny because it turned out she just worked in finance and she was just looking for me to guess that. But the way my brain was set up to like view the ecosystem that is New York and the one that I live in, I forgot that that's like something that people do.
I'm trying to get out of, I'm in a real.
I was going to say, I'm trying to get into finance.
Well, I'm just in a real echo chamber where when I was young and living in Florida and in New York, because I'm from East New York.
Okay, respect.
I didn't.
I know that's kind of a gentrifier.
It is kind of respect,
but I also do. It's a resilient neighborhood. And it's a real.
I'm from not far where I'm from, like not super far from where Mike Tyson is from. No, you couldn't tell it to look at me, but that's where I'm from. And so when I was growing up there and in Florida, I was always the only artist I knew until I was like 18, 19 years old, and then it was like the scene in Wizard of Oz where she opens the door and it's color. From black and white.
Yeah.
So now my life is completely the opposite. With the first 20 years of my life, I knew almost no artists. And now this last 20 years of my life, I don't know who I know that isn't an artist. Everyone I know is an artist. So I live two very insular lives. You know what I mean? And like, it's tough. I'm not complaining because I love it. I love artists so much, but like, I'm very disconnected from what people who aren't artists lives are like.
Look, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And this is partly as an artist and partly as like a native New Yorker. I think gatekeeping is a bad look to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Do you feel, but I feel like as a New Yorker, sometimes I can feel a gatekeepy sensibility that I try to repress because I think it is a city of
one inside yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
About New York?
About New York. But I wonder, do you feel any gatekeepiness with this current emergent generation of artists, especially with like online art forms?
I am one of my biggest fears is to become a get off real lawn old man.
Right.
I am anything that is against the youth, I want to be far away from.
That's wise. I think that's wise.
I'm like, there's a quote from Gucci Mane where he's like, who I think is very wise. He goes, anything the kids like, any music the kids like, I like it.
I respect
anything
so
the kids
good.
like. And he goes,
that's so good.
And he also says, and if I don't like it, I force myself to like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The first time I heard 100 gecs, it rattled me a little bit. Do you know 100 gecs?
Yeah.
When I plugged back in, I was like, this is good, and I wasn't ready for it the first time.
Do my mind, fuck. Do my mind. Ah, dog, turn this shit up. Ah, turn it up.
What?
Turn it up, my mind. Ow.
Wait, you like it or you hate it?
You want more Chapel Roan or less Chapel Roan?
I don't know. Boys.
She's really kind of laying it out there.
This is my retirement party, boys. I don't know how I feel.
Look, we're ending your career with a nice little queer anthem, and you better get on board
Yeah.
with this.
I know. We just gave you your gold watch. Thank you for 50 years of service.
I don't know what's happening to me. This is so odd. Anybody have a scrunchie? I feel strange.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah.
I feel strange.
It's the end of the pack, though.
You 22-year-olds, you're taking over my position. You're taking over my mind.
Well, it's just, we're starting, we're the next generation of.
It's a man bun.
We got you your steak. We got you your whiskey, but you got to know.
I voted for Mitt Romney.
When?
What year?
When?
Each time.
Okay.
I'm having a brain fog.
I don't actually love your politics, I think.
Somebody put on White Lotus.
Okay. I like
happening to me. I don't feel
White
good.
Lotus, which season, though?
Yes.
I'm going to pull up my Dockers. I don't know what's going on with you kids. I don't know what's...
I feel like for you, the Italians might probably be the most approachable season.
Yeah, I think Italian. We wax them in with the Italians.
Yeah.
No, don't put that on.
Oh, but
put
the lady hotel manager, he can't really.
Oh, that's true.
Don't put that.
How do you feel about women in power?
Put on Dennis Miller. This is
who?
Women in power. I think they can. I'm
turning up the giver.
It's good.
Oh shit.
She's good.
Is that Afro beats? What's happening to me?
There's maybe inspired.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay. She takes a lot of things drawn from queer culture.
Definitely still white though.
Yeah.
Definitely
here's a picture of her. She's not actually as white as she is in this picture because that is called a beat. She's wearing a beat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, hang on. You'll like the promo of her dressed as these different working class archetypes.
Yes.
This is her as a construction worker
saying she'll. What the fuck are you boys doing to me?
She'll do your wife or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what the giver is about.
It's giving demureness and versatility.
Yeah.
Hold on. Such an accurate and kind of tasteful read.
I love. You're becoming more and more a part of our culture.
No.
I think maybe you don't have to retire after all.
No, give me this. I'm gonna put some Clint Eastwood DVDs in my mouth.
Wait, you think he's ready for Sophie?
What? What are you guys doing? I got a hemorrhoid and a
here. Take a puff of this vape.
It's mango.
Has this got any fent in it?
Take one. Take one of these zines.
I think I'm trying to hit some.
Take a zin.
Okay.
Take a zin.
Zine. And take one of these zines as well.
Yeah.
I have a stack of.
And take a zine, which is what I call zines because I didn't realize it was short for magazine for a while.
What the fuck, you guys? They never should have fired Rosenbaum.
And I'm just gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this Zoom onto you so that we get a better audio on you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be recording a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own podcast.
Yeah. In Bushwick.
Oh. God damn it. You guys want to meet at pianos later? I don't know. All right, see. I don't know where this is going. Okay, we got a minute left. Simon, we talked about your show, which is wonderful. When is the next one? And how do people follow you?
Thank you. The next one is April 25th at the Gutter. Tickets at tnr.lol.
Nice.
The nighttime routine talk show. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Simon Jupiter. Comedy, acting. Working on some stuff, but just honestly, really, this was super fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Beautiful. Wow. And Christopher, plug your show that's happening soon.
Yes. I host a show called Comedian Traders at Caveat. The next one is March 31st, a Monday, if you're listening to this live, and you can follow me and get info at Christopher Morucci, which is MORUCCI. Ralph, what are you up to?
I'm Precious Gorgeous, also Ralph Jean Pierre. I'm trying to release some music this year. I've made a lot of music and most of it hasn't been released. I'm trying to release a bunch of it this year. Trying to figure out how to help me and pray for me. I love you. This has been No Suggestion. It's been fantastic. God bless you all. Good night.
I sleep with